A very good evening to you, Tom, in studio. Well, we are coming to you live from the Kasarani Constituency Tallying Center here. A few moments ago, we were at the County Tallying Center, which is happening still right across this building, this premise where we are right now. And we are witnessing currently, as you can see behind me, nothing much is going on. This is the Constituency Tallying Center. We're informed that currently the main business is going on at various polling stations where the votes are being counted currently. But as of now, this is the situation like. Nothing much is going on, but here I am privileged to be joined in by the constituency returning officer. His name is Amos Nyongesa. I'll kindly invite him to the set and ask him a few questions. Welcome very much, sir, Mr. Amos Nyongesa. It's good to have you. We're live on KBC. Okay. Kindly give us an update of what is going on here and maybe what do we expect to be going on late in the evening.
Right now what's going on, we have tallying of those results in the polling stations. So we are waiting for the presiding officers to bring the results here anytime from now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can tell us how the day for you. We can see that the set is already ready and you are waiting. Maybe in a few moments to come you'll be very busy doing your tasks. Maybe you can tell us what do we expect?
Yeah, at least the process was smooth. It was okay. And the technology worked, I can say, around 99.9%. We didn't have any major breakdown on our technology as such. But from the updates we received so far, by the close of polling today, around 57.9% people turned up for this particular election to vote for their preferred candidates.
And is that only here in Nairobi, or is it also across other parts of the country?
I can't talk about other country, but maybe this is just a sample space of the other constituencies. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Maybe give us an overview of what do we expect to be happening later on here in the night, and maybe at what time do we expect to see the real action happening?
Like right now, the POs are already sending through the KEMs that are sending the presidential results. They're scanning those forms, and then they send to the tallying, to the Constituent Tallying Center, county, and the national. So far from my checking, around 135 POs have already sent presidential results. So we are expecting the remaining to be sent in the next 30 minutes. So what we are doing is, when the forms are sent, I validate them here, then they are also validated at the county, and then validated at the national level. That's just for checks and balances. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
maybe at what point do we expect to see now you done with the business and it goes back to the county tallying center, which is just right across this premise?
Yeah, the process of counting takes time. So maybe by the end of tomorrow, we shall be through with the counting. And then the DRO, the Deputy Returning Officer, will take results to the county. That's for women rep, senator, and the governor. While the returning officer takes the presidential results to Bomas, to the national returning officer. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So far so good.
Yeah, so far so good.
All right, thank you very much, Amos Nyongesa. We'll definitely be keeping tabs with you, and you'll be telling us more and what is happening during the day. All right, thank you. Now I want to invite one of the election observers here from the Action Aid. His name is John. I want to engage him and he'll be telling us more about their observations during the day. These are some of the people who are very critical at this particular moment, who are engaged in the observation of the election. Welcome very much to the set side. You're live on KBC Channel 1. Kindly start by introducing yourself and tell us what you have been doing during the day and what you're engaged in.
Thank you so much. My name is John Miano. I'm from Action Aid International. What I've been doing basically is just to move from one polling station to another, observing the status quo. And I can say so far so good in Kasarani. The day has been great, and the turnout, although it was not as expected, was also quite high, especially in the morning hours. Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you say that the turnout was not as expected, what exactly do you mean? What did you expect, and maybe what did you observe in the morning that you didn't see later on in the afternoon?
There were long queues in the morning, but then around 1 p.m., the queues started dropping off, and we were just experiencing maybe 2-3 people coming at a go. So I can say that I felt like people did not come out as expected, maybe at an 80-90% level. But I think what happened in the morning also reflected that those who really wanted to vote woke up early and came to vote.
All right. And have you witnessed any maybe form of malpractice going on during the day or during your observation? And maybe you can tell us, what are some of the parts that you've been surveying and observing? Is it only in Nairobi, or is it only in this particular constituency?
For ActionAid International, we are observing in several counties, including coastal and Nyanza areas, Garissa, Embu, Isiolo, Laikipia. But specifically myself, I've been in Nairobi, and specifically I've been in Kasarani. I've been to Clay City Ward, several polling stations. I haven't experienced any malpractices. The presiding officers have been very clear on their role, and they have been briefing their clerks very well. The agents and the observers also have been very well briefed. And maybe the only challenge that was there is the hanging of the KIEMS kit, which is, of course, technology. Sometimes it misbehaves. And I think she did great, or they did great, because I saw them briefing the teams, and we could wait for some minutes, and then the exercise would continue.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. That is John Miano talking to us about his observing. He's from ActionAid, who are some of the election observers who are engaged in this process. We also have others who are also in this premise. They are from the ELOG, the Election Observation Group, who are also just going around checking what is going on and whether the election is being conducted according to what is stipulated in the Constitution. For now, though, I want to hand it over back to you, Tom, in studio. We'll definitely be keeping tabs with what is going on. We are here. We are pitching tent here, and we'll be keeping vigil for the sake of our viewers. And one of the reasons, by the way, why you should be watching KBC is because we'll be bringing you all of this exclusively as soon as it happens, and we'll be coming to you later on in the evening to just brief you on what is going on. Back to you, Tom, in studio.